Welcome to January 21st. As usual, we have a word, an event, a birthday, and a song. Oh, there's a little space heater. I hope it's not too loud. I hope you find the topics of today's episode interesting. Alrighty, let's have a look. Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for January 21st. January 21st is the 21st day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 344 days remaining to the end of the year, 345 if it happens to be a leap year. Today's word is dearth. Dearth is a noun that refers to a scarcity or lack of something, often implying an insufficiency of something valuable or desirable, is typically used to emphasize a significant absence or shortage. For example, the region faced a dearth of clean drinking water after the hurricane, or there's a dearth of qualified candidates for such a specialized job. Etymologically, dearth originates from Middle English, where it meant scarcity or high price, and this traces further back to Old English, a word that meant precious or costly, combined with a suffix that indicated a state or condition of being precious or costly. Variations of the word dearth appear in Old Saxon, Dutch, and Old High German. First known use of the word dearth dates back to the 1300s, primarily referring to famine or severe shortage of food, with food being expensive because it was so scarce. Over time, its usage broadened to encompass a general lack or insufficiency of any kind. Dearth. The word dearth was requested by YouTube viewer @Lynn Creamer. Thanks, Lynn. And if you have a word you'd like us to look into in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll check it out. And with that, there are several ships named USS Nautilus in the history of the United States. Two different schooners in the 17 and 1800s, a Narwhal-class submarine, SS-168, in the 1930s and 40s, and today's Nautilus, SSN-571. The USS Nautilus, SSN-571, was the world's first operational nuclear-powered submarine, marking a significant milestone in naval engineering. Authorized by the United States Congress in 1951, its construction began in 1952 at the Electric Boat Shipyard in Groton, Connecticut. The submarine was launched on January 21, 1954, with First Lady Mamie Eisenhower christening the vessel. Commissioned on September 30, 1954, under the command of Commander Eugene P. Wilkinson, the Nautilus was powered by a nuclear propulsion plant developed under the leadership of Captain Hyman G. Rickover. Captain Rickover later became an admiral and is known as the father of the nuclear navy. The Nautilus demonstrated unprecedented capabilities, remaining submerged for extended periods and achieving speeds previously unattainable by conventional submarines. The Nautilus became the first submarine to complete a submerged transit of the North Pole on August 3, 1958, during an operation called Operation Sunshine, a mission ordered by President Eisenhower in response to the Soviet Union's launch of Sputnik. This historic voyage showcased the strategic advantages of nuclear-powered submarines. After 25 years of service, the Nautilus was decommissioned on March 3, 1980, and designated a National Historic Landmark in 1982. Today, it serves as a museum ship at the Submarine Force Library and Museum in Groton, Connecticut, attracting approximately 250,000 visitors annually. This is the birthday of American singer, songwriter, and actor Mac Davis, born January 21, 1942. Yet another such individual born in Texas. He was born and raised in Lubbock, Texas. He began his musical journey in Atlanta, though, where he formed a rock and roll group and worked for several record companies. He went to work for Nancy Sinatra's company, Boots Enterprises, which was a great opportunity for him. He gained prominence as a songwriter for Elvis Presley. He wrote hits like In the Ghetto, Memories, Don't Cry Daddy, and A Little Less Conversation. These successes paved the way for his own recording career with chart-topping singles such as Baby Don't Get Hooked on Me, One Hell of a Woman, and Stop and Smell the Roses. Beyond his musical achievements, Davis showcased his talents as an actor and television host. He got his own variety show, The Mac Davis Show, and appeared in films like the 1979 film North Dallas 40 and The Sting 2 in 1983. His contribution to the entertainment industry earned him inductions into the Songwriters Hall of Fame and the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. Mac Davis passed away on September 29, 2020 in Nashville, Tennessee, leaving behind a legacy of memorable music and performances. Mac Davis. So, of course, we're going to talk about a Mac Davis song. Out of all the songs he wrote for other people and all the songs he sang, whether he wrote them or not, the song that caught my imagination for today's episode is a novelty song he released in 1980. It's Hard to Be Humble. An artist known as T.R. Dallas released a version that became a top 20 hit in Ireland in 1980. Several other artists have released versions in other countries as well, and Willie Nelson released a version in 2019. Pretty amusing little song, It's Hard to Be Humble, by Mac Davis. Link in the description, and there's a link to Willie Nelson's version too. What a pair of cards, Mac Davis and Willie Nelson. Well, that wraps it up for today. Thanks for coming along on this one. Come back tomorrow if you want to. Until then, be safe, be kind, and stay curious. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.